So let's talk about the balance for the handstand. When I'm first teaching people how to do handstands, I always give this analogy. It's like we've all learned how to stand and reorganize and balance in this position. We can all stand up like this, but at one stage we couldn't do that. As babies, we had to learn this skill. And right now it's probably unconscious for you, and you probably don't even know what's happening within inside your body to maintain this posture. But I guarantee you there's certain things that are happening when you lean forward, when you take a step, to reorganize this balance. So know that the same thing, the same process is gonna happen when we learn the handstand. So if we look at babies, they learn how to walk, they grab hold of things and they use that as tools to then stand and eventually take a few steps. The same thing with the handstand, we can use the tools, and the tool that we use most is the wall. The wall can give us plenty of support. But let's break down the balance. If you look at this standing posture, if we were to lean forward and stop ourselves from falling forward, we would use our feet. So our feet grip the ground. This is the same thing with our hands in a handstand. This is the first point of balance for us. We want to grip the ground with the hands. We want to push into the ground like this, using our hands as a point of balance. The next thing, if I was to lean even further forward, I might break at the knees. So same thing here, we can use this micro bend of the elbows. Even though the handstand is a straight arm strength position, we can do this little micro bend to save ourselves in the handstand. And over time, all of these things might be a little bit chaotic and dramatic when you're trying to save yourself. Maybe you're taking steps and you're wobbling around everywhere, but over time, those corrections will become more subtle and you'll be able to hold a straighter handstand for longer. And then if we go further up, we might break at the hips, we might move the spine. So we've got all these tools that we use to stand. Remember those tools when we're in the handstand. So if I was in a handstand, I can use my hands to grip the ground, I can bend at the elbows, I can move at the shoulders to save my balance as well. I can even take a step in the beginning too. So there's all these different things that we can use. So remember, if we're working on the straight line handstand, the goal is to have this really nice straight handstand, but as we move out of that alignment, we're gonna need to change the body in some way to reorganize, to find that position again. So don't just hold that straight line position. I think some people get stuck with this. They try to hold that straight line position forever, and then eventually they just fall out of it. Know that you wanna hold it until you can't hold it, until you move out of that alignment, and then you bring yourself back in by using one of these tools within inside the body. Know that it's gonna be pretty crazy in the beginning. You're gonna be taking steps, and then you'll reel that in as you go to make it look fairly straight and still over time. Use the wall as much as you need to, but this is just a few different ideas for you to practice. In terms of practice, you can place your hands on the ground and just practice bending the elbows, gripping the ground, making sure they're nice and active, moving forward and back with the shoulders. Another exercise you can do is our toe pulls, heel pulls. As you're coming off the wall, can you reorganize back to the wall or find that balance? Same thing with the heel pulls as well. There's another exercise where you can use a partner and you kick up and you hold your partner and you can take them off balance a little bit forward, and then they will have to change the position of their body to reorganize back to that handstand shape. And then again, you can take them this way and then they'll have to reorganize, and then you start to understand while you're in a handstand how to find the balance and how to save yourself when you're falling.